YouTube with online video, brands and their products come to life. YouTube, which is second only to Facebook for social media visits, is a boon to visual brands, including big fashion, entertainment, music, sports, and lifestyle brands. Popular and expensive television campaigns like Old Spice Guy, Unpimp Your Auto, and anything from Victoria's Secret enjoy additional free airtime in the form of millions of views on YouTube. Brands and niche businesses can make effective use of YouTube videos, from viral success stories like Blendtec's Will It Blend series or the Dollar Shave Club. Tip: while all marketers cherish the hope that their YouTube video will go viral, that's as unlikely as hitting a grand slam. Instead, focus on hitting singles. Create fun, relevant videos that connect with your target audience. Even without viral popularity, YouTube videos can benefit your brand image, boost search engine visibility, and amass a cookie pool for Google AdWords advertising. Humbler but still effective examples include how-to videos from Home Depot, tutorials from crafting shops, tips from investment newsletters, music videos from independent bands, or stunts like Wine of the Month Club's founder demolishing bottles of substandard wine by using them as bowling pins. While niche videos don't attract millions of views, they do find qualified audiences, reaching the people who are most likely to buy or spread the word. One remarkable YouTube cultural trend is the haul video. Especially popular among shopping-obsessed teen girls, these user-generated YouTube videos feature shoppers displaying and talking about all the cool new outfits, shoes, and accessories they just purchased at the mall or online. The most popular practitioners of haul videos enjoy fan bases of thousands of subscribers and can rack up millions of video views. Inspiring comments, video responses, and other positive word of mouth, both for the YouTube personality and the brands he or she favors. Haul video star Bethany, who goes by the YouTube handle MacBarbie07, is a perfect example. A teenage girl whose YouTube channel has attracted nearly 1 million subscribers and over 100 million video views. She posts several times a week on fashion and beauty, showing off her latest buys, displaying her new haircut or makeup, and giving a video tour of her bedroom decor. A typical Bethany haul video showcases clothing from PacSun, H&M, and Urban Outfitters, generating feedback like, "I love your sense of style, want all your clothes for the new school year," and "I went to H&M a couple weeks ago and got the same pants." According to a study by Google and Compete, 2012 marks the first time that more than half of clothing purchases, 57% to be exact, are transacted online or influenced by online research and price comparison. Video is playing a powerful role in this equation. We're seeing massive changes in the use of digital, mobile devices, and video in driving apparel sales, said Todd Pollock, Google's industry director for retail. 4 out of 10 shoppers who watched a product video online later visited the store online or in person. And 34% of clothing shoppers are likely to buy after watching an online video ad, versus only 16% after watching an ad on TV. 11 consumers using video to research products and services spend more and buy more frequently. About 25% of video users bought apparel more than 6 times in 6 months. Some 28% of video researchers spent more than $500 on apparel in 6 months, compared to a mere 2% among those who don't use video to research their purchases. Younger shoppers, ages 18 to 34, are more than twice as likely as older shoppers to rely on video to decide what products to buy. Another advantage for brands with a robust presence on YouTube is the integration of advertising options from YouTube parent company Google. In Chapter 6, I'll go into more detail, but for now, the valuable thing to know is that you can serve remarketing ads to people who have watched your videos. You drop cookies on your YouTube video viewers and then later show Google Display Network ads to them as they navigate the web at large. YouTube is not the only video network in town. The mobile video app SocialCam is soaring in usage, for instance, but it is still the biggest. Advertising synergies with Google and social integration with Google Plus can be expected to increase, making YouTube an important element of most social media plans. Pinterest, the online pin board especially popular among women, was the social media darling of 2011. The fastest site ever to get to 10 million users, Pinterest is still growing at double digits, but its rocket ship ride slowed dramatically in 2012. Still, the site has 20 million users, most of them in the coveted female demographic, devoted to interests like fashion, interior design, cooking, and recipes. Pinterest is now the third most popular social network by visits, after Facebook and Twitter. It's no wonder marketers sat up and took notice. Just look at who's on the site and what they're passionate about. 68% are women, 50% have children, 50% are ages 25 to 44. 28% have high household income of $100,000 plus. And the hot topics for pin boards: beauty, fashion, and jewelry, interior decor, food and cooking, weddings, travel photography. What's special about Pinterest is that it has elevated cool but otherwise ordinary people into highly influential tastemakers, graphic designers, fashionistas, architects, interior decorators, crafters, cooks, homemakers. These are the types of people who rise to stardom on Pinterest. The heavy hitters generally create a few dozen boards with a few thousand pins. They can have hundreds of thousands of followers apiece. Some are approaching 1 million. At this point, Pinterest accepts no advertising. So if you want to participate and expose your products to the Pinterest audience, you'll have to join the site and start pinning items. Organizations and brands like Threadless, Scholastic Books, Birchbox, Volvo, Homes.com, UNICEF, and AMC Theaters are doing interesting things on Pinterest, including movie promotions, fundraising campaigns, pin-to-win sweepstakes, and more. If your business appeals to women consumers and it's visual, you're in the sweet spot for Pinterest. As with Twitter, the growth of your Pinterest community depends on the clarity and popularity of your interests, how frequently you pin, whom you choose to follow, how much promotion you do, and how well you integrate Pinterest with your main website. Pinterest member growth is real, and the female-centric nature of the site makes it especially attractive to businesses because women make 85% of brand purchase decisions. Women are more social than men, especially when it comes to shopping, and their already considerable financial might will grow dramatically in coming years. Over the next decade, women will control 2/3 of consumer wealth in the United States and be the beneficiaries of the largest transference of wealth in our country's history. Estimates range from 12 to 40 trillion, says Claire Bihar, senior partner at the marketing and public relations firm Fleishman Hillard, New York. Many boomer women will experience a double inheritance windfall from both parents and husband. The boomer woman is a consumer that luxury brands want to resonate with. 12. Let's not overstate the female-centric nature of Pinterest, though. The 8.5 million men using the site are nothing to scoff at. Indeed, Pinterest may represent an ideal audience for markets where husbands and wives work together to make major purchase decisions. Pinterest is good for us, says Michael McHale, Director of Corporate Communications at Subaru of America. 13. With boards dedicated to motorsport, vintage Subarus, camping, dogs, and other lifestyle interests, plus Fan Friday, owner-submitted car portraits, the Subaru of America Pinterest account really captures the full sweep of the brand and how it factors in the emotional life of its fans, male and female alike. Subaru's longevity pinboard features scores of owner-submitted photos of venerable Subaru odometers, like Frankie Prado's 1999 Impreza, showing 488,314 miles and still going strong. Whether you're a performance car enthusiast or a soccer mom, what's not to love about that? Yet Pinterest is still new and unproven. Impossible though it seems to its adherents, Pinterest could be a mere fad. The site currently offers very few business-specific offerings, either for hosting a brand presence or for advertising. Your legal department may have intellectual property concerns about the Pinterest model and warn you to pin only your own content and not the content of others. For these reasons, I recommend a test-and-learn approach to Pinterest. It is a vibrant, different, and exciting social media phenomenon. Brands that set up a presence on Pinterest will benefit by forging a connection with one of the most coveted consumer demographics anywhere. Foursquare is a mobile app used by some 20 million consumers to find, check in on, and interact with local establishments. Nearly 1 million businesses are represented on Foursquare, which has notched over 2 billion check-ins in the company's brief history. Note, social media marketing isn't just for e-commerce companies. Bricks-and-mortar businesses can flourish by claiming their location page on Foursquare, interacting with customers, and offering Foursquare specials for newcomers and regulars. As online activity continues to migrate from the desktop to the smartphone, Foursquare's reach and value will only increase. Adoption of mobile applications to interact with local businesses and other patrons is still young and still poised for explosive growth. A 2012 survey by Intuit found that only about 18% of smartphone owners use check-in apps, but that number represents a 50% upswing from the prior year. Some 25% of businesses agree that check-in apps are an important phenomenon, up from a mere 2% in 2011. Owners of local establishments have a lot to gain by engaging with their regulars and prospective customers on Foursquare. First, claim your business location. One benefit of doing so is the Cling Window decal Foursquare will send you to display in your front window to encourage patrons to check in. Then it's time to start offering specials, posting updates, encouraging check-ins, and befriending and interacting with patrons. The key to a successful Foursquare presence is to encourage lots of check-ins. To do that, tap into the 4 main motivations of users: fun, fame, friendship, and, well, greed. Fun and fame are served by the gamification elements of the Foursquare app. With Foursquare's point system, leaderboard, and badging system, users feel encouraged to check in. Rewarded both for first-time check-ins and for becoming a regular, a Foursquare user has it both ways. Foursquare supports 7 types of specials for a business owner to promote to its clientele. It charts these deals on a continuum of customer acquisition versus customer retention. Newbie special. Unlocked for a first-time check-in. Welcome new customer. Save 10% off anything in the store, today only. Friends special. Unlocked when a set number of Foursquare friends check in together. California Pizza Kitchen, for instance, offered a 20% meal discount when 3 friends checked in as a group. Flash special. Like an early bird or happy hour special, this is unlocked for the first people to check in after a specific hour. The first 10 Foursquare users to check into Penn Museum's 2011 Summer Night Series received a free drink. The Sports Authority awarded a $20 gift card for its first check-in after 11 a.m. Swarm special. A group discount, it's unlocked when a given number of people are checked into the same location at once. They don't need to be friends on Foursquare. Check-in special, a frequent buyer reward. This offer is unlocked every time the customer checks in. Loyalty special. Foursquare says this can be like a coffee shop punch card where you might get something free on your 10th check-in. Another angle is unlocking a special for those who check in frequently in a given period, say 3 times in a week. Mayor special. Mayors are royalty, says Foursquare, so there's an offer type exclusively for them. As there is only 1 mayor per establishment, your most frequent customer of the past 60 days, you can afford to go big. The Avalon Hollywood nightclub lets its mayor under the velvet rope, sans cover charge naturally. The Redwood, California, Whole Foods Market gives the mayor a free cup of coffee every visit and a free slice of pizza every 10th visit. For more ideas on how businesses are employing Foursquare specials, check out the company blog at the time of this writing. Foursquare had just launched local updates, messages that appear in the Explore tab to communicate to your fans with news, specials, and exclusive offers. Foursquare is also piloting its first ever advertising offering, Promoted Updates, which will also be displayed in the Explore tab. These will be quite similar to local updates, except for the heading Promoted. Foursquare selected 20 merchants for the pilot, including Best Buy, Old Navy, Walgreens, Miami Standard Spa, and Starwood Hotels. We've been developing these 2 in parallel for a while, says Foursquare product manager Noah Weiss. Local updates are really about engaging with your existing customers when they're in the feed, when they're nearby. Promoted updates, on the other hand, are about showing your business more prominently, hopefully with a compelling piece of content in the Explore tab, which is where our users go when they're actually looking for ideas for what to do next in the real world. By the way, Foursquare isn't just for local businesses anymore. Bravo, Red Bull, History Channel, Louis Vuitton, and the New York Times Company are among the first to develop Foursquare pages presences tied not to a physical location, but to a brand. Pages enable brands to share a stream of tips, status updates, and photos, and be liked and followed by Foursquare users. Brands can even offer custom badges like the Historian badge from History Channel, which requires users to follow the brand, then check into 2 historical locations from the tips feed in order to unlock the badge. It's early yet to know the impact on brands of Foursquare pages, which the company describes as a free way to make your mark on Foursquare, explaining that our 20 million strong community can see your tips when they're out exploring. I'm inclined to agree it's a worthwhile new frontier for brands. Create a presence, if only to grab the real estate and see what comes of it. By no means does Foursquare have the bricks and mortar social landscape all to itself. Mainstream networks Facebook and Google Plus now have check-in functionality. Special interest networks like Yelp and IMDb let you share with friends that you've checked into a restaurant or movie theater. But at this juncture, I'd say increasing use of local business apps will be a net good for all the players. The rising tide that lifts all boats, as consumers become more acclimated to the fact that their phones are the ticket for researching, finding, getting deals from, and engaging with local businesses. Niche networks. Whatever your market, there probably exist specialized social networks dedicated exclusively to you and your audience. For example, the Ravelry online knitting and crocheting community works wonders for the folks at yarn.com. Photographers, artists, designers, fashionistas, and other visual types will want to be active on places like Flickr, Etsy, Cafe Press, and Zazzle. The travel and tourism industry has TripAdvisor, Wine, and other travel communities. Authors and readers meet on Goodreads, LibraryThing, and Amazon. Foodies and restaurant goers gravitate to Yelp, Epicurious, and Serious Eats. Specialist communities like these can make for fruitful, tightly targeted social media outreach. What these networks lack in size, they make up for in focused sense of community, and the halo that your brand may cultivate simply by being an active part of a tighter, more tribal group. Depending on your market, you may find that your time spent building community on a niche site is far more valuable than building it on the big mainstream platforms. Proprietary networks. Thoughtful business people ask themselves whether it makes sense to invest time and money to build their online community on a platform they don't own. Why create a thriving community on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, where all the interactions, all the search engine juice, all the customer contact information and permission, and much of the goodwill are a feature of someone else's domain? If those platforms disappeared, so would your community. If those platforms, currently free, suddenly decided to charge you for activity on your fan page, what choice would you have? What if they sold access to your fans to the highest bidder among your rivals? That's already happening, courtesy of Facebook advertising, and it's only going to increase both in volume and in targeting precision. Build versus buy is a crucial question to ask yourself about any technology platform. Do the benefits of creating custom software suited directly to your needs merit the much higher cost, time investment, technical demands, and ongoing commitment to upgrades? For most organizations, the answer will be a resounding no. Building a custom social media platform is a significant design and technology challenge. If it's successful and grows rapidly, it becomes an infrastructure and bandwidth challenge. And if it fails to grow, that's a different problem. Once it's launched, the need for enhancements and upgrades never ceases. Yet despite the obstacles, some companies have built impressive proprietary networks, including bodybuilding.com's weightlifting and bodybuilding forum, the Nike Plus fitness community, and Fisker's Fisketeers scrapbooking and crafting community. Some e-commerce sites like fab.com and the Klim incorporate social elements to such a degree that they've inspired a new coinage, social shopping. These proprietary networks succeed because their members are truly passionate, their needs are specialized, and it pays to build functionality expressly for them. If you serve a specialized market and possess core competency in technology development, a proprietary social network may be the right path for you. If not, you still have options. Inexpensive software tools like Ning enable anyone to easily host a niche community with basic functionalities like blogs, photo and video sharing, groups, events calendars, and discussion forums. A few examples I like are the networking and careers website New Media Social, the nonprofit Social Actions, the Brooklyn Art Project in Expedition Republic, the online community for outdoor apparel company Mountain Hardware. You can also take advantage of social widgets and increasingly powerful API development tools offered by Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and other platforms to build rich social hooks right into your website. That way, you gain the benefits of social sharing and the network effect of the membership bases of the big networks without driving customers and browsers away from your site and without having to become a software company yourself. In Chapter 10, I have more on adding social features to your website. Blogging blogs were the first meaningful wave of social media, cheap instant publishing platforms enabled with commenting functionality to turn one's readership into a bona fide online community. Despite its somewhat old-school aura, blogging remains today a highly relevant and effective way to build your personal brand and connect to an audience of like-minded prospects, media, or potential business partners. Admittedly, in recent years, blogs have become overshadowed by the huge rise in social networks. 15 business participation on Facebook and Twitter is soaring, while support for corporate blogs has leveled off. Among Fortune 500 companies, 73% now maintain corporate Twitter accounts and 66% have Facebook pages, while the share of those companies with corporate blogs has been essentially flat for 4 years, at 28%. However, Google and other search engines love blogs. The mostly text content of blogs is easily parsed by search engine crawlers. Assuming you update your blog frequently, with posts every day or two, the search bots will learn to crawl it frequently and reward the latest posts with high rank. As with news stories, blog posts can rise quickly to the top of relevant search results, although they often decline after the initial pop. Search engine algorithms score the links between sites as if they were votes for the quality and importance of each page. Because blogs are by nature richly interlinked to and from other content on the web, Google rewards popular blogs with high page rank. Given all this, a well-regarded blog can quickly deliver online visibility. Whether your business specializes in woodworking tools, artisanal cheeses, or day trading, a blog dedicated to your topic can bring you valuable web traffic, visitors searching for precisely what you offer. Interestingly, some of these searchers aren't just ordinary consumers. They may also include journalists, conference organizers, and potential business partners. People with the ability to give you national media publicity, professional recognition, or valuable new co-ventures. As a blogger, stay focused on your area of specialty in which you are or can become a recognized expert. Post regularly, daily if possible. When I worked at an e-commerce marketing agency, I once performed a test where I increased my blogging frequency to daily from once in a blue moon. The results were immediate. Crawl frequency increased dramatically. Organic search traffic grew 56%. Without any prompting, my post began being syndicated on places like Online Marketing Connect and Who's Blogging. What my LinkedIn profile garnered 50% more views, business inquiries and speaking offers increased. For business people wanting a firmer toehold in the blogosphere, I recommend Naked Conversations: How Blogs Are Changing the Way Businesses Talk with Customers by Robert Scoble and Shel Israel, John Wiley and Sons in Care in 2006. If you like to write and can commit yourself to a regular publishing schedule, I recommend you add a blog to your social media arsenal. The rise of Facebook, Twitter, and other social media does not make blogging obsolete. It simply gives a blogger more platforms on which to publish and a wider audience to cultivate. Mobile, which social networks people use, is just half the question. How they access them, whether via laptops and desktops, or by tablets or mobile devices, is also a key strategic consideration. Comscore Media Metrics reported in 2012 that almost 40% of mobile users visit social media using their mobile devices, and the proportion is rapidly growing. In sheer numbers, the mobile audience for social networking is approaching 100 million people. The convergence of mobile and social is a big deal, and it has already spawned its own slightly laughable bit of marketing jargon: Motional. 4 of every 5 mobile minutes are spent using apps as opposed to browsing the web. Social media apps where networking and sharing are central to the experience are indicated in bold. These games aren't inherently social, they aren't real-time multiplayer games, but with Twitter integration baked in, sharing of high scores has become a pop culture trend that nicely demonstrates the synergy of mobile and social. Even celebrities like NBA star LeBron James and singer Mary J. Blige have tweeted scores to their 10 million or so followers. I got 1,032,164 points while escaping from demon monkeys in Temple Run. Beat that, t.co/BRR0H NMX-LeBron James. Looking only at purely social sites. Note the appearance of Foursquare in the table. Platforms like Foursquare and Yelp, which emphasize local businesses, are naturals for mobile, where on-the-go customers are searching for nearby services. The more essential that social media become to their daily lives, and the more addictive the platforms are, the more people will rely on the anywhere, anytime nature of mobile devices to post on and interact with social media. As you contemplate the platforms and your approach to them, be sure to combine mission-critical tasks, product ratings and reviews, retail store locators, price comparisons, coupons, photo sharing, and more, that your audience will want to access via mobile. Starbucks is an example of a smart and ambitious mobile social strategy. The coffee house chain offers mobile apps for iPhone and Android with transactional local search and sharing features. Get directions to the closest Starbucks, reload value onto your Starbucks card, track your rewards balance, or send a friend an e-gift card. By April 2012, Starbucks had already processed 42 million payments via its mobile apps. Starbucks also recently partnered with Foursquare for a mobile fundraising promotion with the AIDS-fighting charity RED called Rush to Zero. When consumers checked into any Starbucks location using Foursquare, Starbucks contributed $1 to the global fight against HIV/AIDS. Starbucks planned to donate up to $250,000. Whether you plan to satisfy your customers' on-the-go needs directly through an app or mobile website, or through your presence on mobile-optimized social media, or both, mobile behaviors should feature prominently in your social media strategy. Summary. There are literally several hundred social networks and social media websites out there. In this chapter, I've explored the top 7: Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Foursquare. Between them, these magnificent 7 cover almost 100% of the social media audience. More important, they run the gamut of different strengths you'll need to draw on depending on your brand and its market. Whether you're B2C or B2B, e-commerce or bricks and mortar, targeting males or females, and so on. Choosing your platforms and deciding how you'll allocate time, effort, and budget between them is like being a pro baseball manager, rostering a team of stars and utility players. Beyond the big 7, will you find value in smaller platforms like Yelp or Reddit, or in even tinier niche platforms targeted directly at your special interest? Will publishing your own corporate blog add important reputational benefits, plus valuable SEO link bait? Quite possibly, yes. My aim has been to point out where the biggest opportunities lie. These are the places to build your core online community and perform daily or